You are listening to Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection. The show is at 7 every Thursday right here on Seattle Sports 710, broadcasting live from Bellevue Square Center Court. And now, we're joined by a talented individual from Novi. Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Novi, Michigan. This man did it all. He did it all. I played receiver, quarterback, running back, safety, cornerback, punter, place kicker, return specialist. Won the Michigan Mr. Football Award and was All-State. Took his talents to Michigan State. Finished his career ranked 7th in Michigan State history with 143 receptions, 12th with 1,967 yards, and tied for 16th with 12 touchdown catches. Compiled 2,115 all-purpose yards. Been in the NFL for 6 years and in Seattle for the last 3. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Cody White.
Man, what a great intro.
Hey, we got a great producer. He gonna make sure you're gonna get with you, the love that you deserve, man.
What's up, 12s? How y'all doing?
Hey, Cody, just like these people love you, me and Bryan, like, if we have like a man crush on anybody, it's you. All right, because
making me blush.
Hey, you know, it is what it is. We real out here. We understand like the journey of the NFL. And you had a moment last year where you got called up, you blocked a punt, drew a pass interference, made a catch down in the red zone, and we're thinking for sure we're going to see him, right? But then this is the NFL, right? There's ups and downs, smiles and frowns, and then you get your opportunity this week, and you have a 60-yard touchdown, your first of your career. One, let me say that Bryan and I are really happy and proud of you. And two, man, how do you stay just locked in and ready to go whenever your number is called?
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's one of those things, man, you never know when your number is going to be called. But when your number is called, you got to be ready to go. So every day I'm doing extra work in the weight room, doing extra work on the field, making sure that I'm getting my catches in, doing all the reps mentally, even when you're not getting them on the field, so that I know when I get my opportunity that I'm going to be ready. And that's kind of been my role throughout my whole career, and I feel like whenever I've got the opportunity, I've been able to go out there and make plays.
Yes, sir.
You know, Bump took everything I was going to say right there. I was going to say exactly the same stuff. But you know, I go out, watch you in training camp, watch you for the past few years, and there's always something about you I always like. And I could always tell, man, he's an athlete. Like, he is, there's just something different. And now I just learned you played 4 sports growing up, in high school, 4 sports and all that. I mean,
yeah.
Was there any chance that you were going to do something other than football or maybe play multiple sports at Michigan State?
Never really had the idea of playing multiple sports at Michigan State, but I did have some offers to play in baseball, and then I had one small offer to play basketball, but baseball was really my only other path that I feel like I would really had a chance to play at the college level. But football was always bred. I feel like I was always the best at football. Yeah.
So I went to Washington State, and it's the eastern side of the state. And in January, I would go out there and see baseball players training. I go, man, y'all outside, you barely moving, playing baseball in this. Like, what was it about baseball that kept you locked in? Because, you know, in Michigan, they get a little cold out there. What kept you locked in?
For sure. I love to run the bases. So anytime I could get on base and steal, I would always try to steal second and steal third. And I feel like going out there and making plays when I played center field, I feel like that just kind of kept me engaged because I know a lot of people that stop playing baseball because they say it's too boring. But when I was playing, I always had a great time. I love the game of baseball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did your dad have any influence on why you chose football? And just so you all know, his dad's in the pro scouting with the Pittsburgh Steelers, correct?
Yes, for sure.
Yes. All right. Did he have any influence in why you chose football?
I don't think he had any influence. I mean, I've always been around the game of football, but he always just put the games out for me. He let me go play football, let me go play baseball. Even when I was a little kid, I went and played hockey, golf, any sport that I could go out there and play. Like, he just wanted me to see what I was best at, and he wanted me to pick for myself. He didn't want me to go the path of, because he played in the NFL as well. He didn't want me to have to follow his path just because he did it. So I was able to choose my own path and be able to be in the NFL now for 6 years. Yeah.
I caught a buzzword here, Bump.
Golf.
He said golf.
He
said golf. How's the golf game?
You know, I'm a streaky shooter,
Okay.
so
all right, we all are.
I'm either going to be in the low 90s or we're going to be in the hun buns a little bit.
Well, you're talking to a dude who's going to be in the low 70s. I hate playing with him, man.
Oh, man.
All right, you got to give me 10 at least. 10,
I'm gonna need some
maybe
strokes,
12,
yeah.
for sure. How do you think the other sports kind of helped you playing football?
Definitely. I mean, just being an athlete, I feel like, doing different movements, you're not just playing football all day, every day, and that's the only thing you're going to do. Like, you're playing basketball, you're working on your crossover. That helps you with your releases and things like that. You're playing baseball, tracking the ball in center field. That helps you track the ball on your deep balls. And then in my return game, too, being able to track the kick returns, track the punt returns. It just kind of just rounds you out as an athlete. And then you're on different teams and you meet different people, so it rounds you out as a human being, too.
Yeah, I love that. I always said punt returning is like playing center field in baseball. Like, that's the feel you get. But, your NFL journey, where you started, I always like to find out kind of like who you really leaned on. For me, I started with San Diego, and we had a veteran crew. It was like Vincent Jackson just kind of showed me the ropes, Patrick Creighton, Malcolm Floyd, guys like that. Throughout your whole journey, kind of who were the kind of the veterans, the guys that you really leaned on to, really put you at your best?
Yeah, so when I first got into the league, I was with the Steelers for my first 3 years. I was there with Juju Smith-Schuster. I was there with James Washington, Deontay Johnson, man. Those guys really taught me a lot, not just things that you can do on the football field, but how to carry yourself as an athlete and as an NFL player off the field. So just to start my career there, man, I can't thank them enough for the things that they taught me and things like that. I had Ike Hilliard as my coach, who also was a big influence for me. And then I have Frisman Jackson, who now is in the Seahawks. He's our receiver coach. And then once I got to Seattle, DK, Tyler Lockett, Bobo, Derek Young, all those guys that are still on the team now and guys that have left now, but, man, they have a big influence on who I am today.
All right, Cody, how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. All right, old man question here. You ready for this?
Whoa, old man.
I'm old man.
Okay.
I'm about to be 40. I'm about to be 40 this December. Old man question,
all
okay?
Right.
I saw your celebration, and I've seen that celebration all throughout NCAA, NFL, and I like it. Where the heck does that celebration come from?
So it's a TikTok dance. It's called Take Me Through There. So I had a bunch of different celebrations in my head, and I guess that was the one I pulled out. So we'll see if I pull out a better one for the next
I saw
time.
you hit it, and I was hyped, and I was like, I've seen it. I just wish I knew what the origins were.
Yeah. It's a TikTok trend.
All right, so I appreciate that. I ain't on TikTok, so I appreciate that.
So that wasn't planned out ahead of time. Like, that just kind of came to you in the moment.
Once I broke the tackle and found out I wasn't going to get tackled by anybody else, I was rattling through all the decisions in my head, and that was the one I picked.
Will you walk us through that play, kind of what was going on, and then kind of just what did it feel like when you just realized, man, it's just nothing but green grass in front of me in the goal line?
Yeah, so I came down, the safety in the corner kind of bit down a little bit, and I ran the corner route, and Sam put the ball right on the money, made one person miss, and then I didn't see anybody else. I just saw a bunch of green grass. So, really at that point, it's just keep your feet, which I knew I was going to be able to do, and then get into the end zone, and then it's party time.
Safety didn't want no smoke neither.
Nah.
He didn't want no smoke. He didn't try to wrap up or nothing. He didn't want no smoke.
I wouldn't either. I didn't realize how big he was, man. 6'3".
Yeah,
I don't want to be part of that.
Dude. So, in an NFL locker room, it is the most like masculine, just confident environment you could be in, and everyone thinks they can hoop. Everyone thinks they can golf. What's your conversations like when it comes to these guys? 'Cause I heard a story about you. You did a 360 dunk and shut it all down. Is there anybody in that locker room that can rock with you when it comes to the hoop game?
We got some good hoopers that are in there. I'll be the first to say I'm not as good as I was when I was in high school. You put the basketball down and you try to pick it back up, it is not the same.
Yeah.
So I know a bunch of guys in the locker room, it's not going to be the same for them too. But we got a few hoopers in there, but I don't think I don't think there's
who's a good hooper in that room?
Jackson's a good hooper. Bubbo got a good jump shot too. I would say those the guys.
Naturally receivers.
It always is. I don't want to get you guys in trouble or anything. First off, when we used to play, we used to have it run every Sunday. The whole team, like half the team, pretty much, was at my high school here in Kirkland, and we'd be just 2 games rolling. Do you guys ever, in the off season, you guys ever play any pickup at all or anything?
We play like pig or like horse, but we try to stay away from the pickup and all that. Yeah.
So last week against the Commanders, during film study, I saw they're going to play a lot of man. Mm-hmm. And I, during our podcast I do with our producer, Nasser Chobe, I'll go, they are dumb as heck if they're going to play a lot of man. This week it seems like they're going to play a lot of zone against you guys. What do you expect to see from this defense? And without telling us too much, obviously you can't tell us the game plan. How do you feel you guys are going to be able to execute?
I think we're going to be able to execute pretty well. They do, like you said, play a little bit more zone than the man we saw last week, but they're team that likes to run after the ball. Like, they play really hard, so we're going to have to bring our A game as well. But it's a 5-star matchup, and A players got to play like A players, and I feel like if you feel like you're an A player, you're going to step up for the challenge.
What's the transition this year been like with Sam Darnold? How good has that been? Kind of how has he helped you guys get better?
Man, just learning from a new quarterback, him coming in right away and being that leader, being that guy that we needed in the room to bring all the guys together. And, I mean, you see it on the field, like, that first half, I mean, you can't play any better football than what he's been playing. So we're just leaning on him right now, and he's doing a great job.
How does your dad help you in your journey, right? Because I wish I could help my son. I mean, I played soccer growing up, but he's at another level. He's past what I did, so I just kind of lean on his trainers when it comes to that. But you got like a valuable resource over there. What's that relationship like?
Man, he tries to keep it father-dad and not coach-son, but he's done a great job. I mean, getting me to the point that I am now. He was with me for 2 years while I was in Pittsburgh. So just being in the building with him every day and just having that family member in the building just made the relief and everything a little better. But now he's the enemy. He's we on different teams now. So yeah, we try to.
You said he's at Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
So it felt good getting that W on him there.
For sure.
I was just going to say, what was that tension like going into Week 2 game against the Steelers?
I told him right after we finished the game against the 49ers, I said, don't text me, don't call me until after Sunday because it's game week. It's game week. Yeah.
So you're obviously extremely athletic. Mom, dad, what's their stories? Obviously, your dad was an athlete. Was your mom an athlete? And if you have brothers and sisters, walk me through that too.
Yeah, so my mom was a track star in high school coming up. And then my dad, he played baseball and football, and he also ran track in college. So, and then my family members, I'm really the only, like, athlete in the family. All the rest, like, everybody does their own thing. My oldest brother's an actor. My brother under him is a big tech guy. And then my sister is basically one of everybody.
Yep.
You know, this is a question I like to ask a lot of guys, and it's what was your welcome to the NFL moment? And I'll say mine was first time I put pads on, went over the middle, got hit under the chin, 3 stitches in my chin. Very first hit I ever took in the NFL. I was like, okay, this is the NFL. Like, do you have a moment kind of like that at all?
I definitely have a welcome to the NFL moment. This is back when the kickoff wasn't the new kickoff. It was the old kickoff rule. I was supposed to block the safety. The safety and the starting linebacker switched positions. So I had to block the linebacker. The linebacker ran me over on the kickoff, and I fell back, and I got the holding penalty. And I'm running back to the sideline, and I know the special teams coach is going to chew me out. But then the receiver coach said, no, you're in on offense. I was like, all right, cool, I got some time. So the next play we ran a crack sweep, and Patrick Queen, the next play, ran me over again. So I got ran over on back-to-back plays, and I was like, oh, man, I guess this is what the NFL is like.
It's real out here. It's real.
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely my welcome to the NFL moment, yeah.
Man, last one we got for you. It's been fun to watch kind of the way this team has developed. I don't think anyone thought in the past game this team would be who they are. I think defensively, everyone thought that you could be where you are now. How do the coaches get you guys prepared, and you know, how much do you guys attribute the coaches to the way you've been playing? Obviously, you guys are the talent. The players got to go out there and do their thing. But tell me about this coaching staff a little bit.
Yeah, so, I mean, like you said, the players are the ones out there playing, but the coaching staff is the one that's putting us in the right positions, making sure our technique is correct, making sure we're on our details and things like that. And from an offensive standpoint, like, they've done a great job coming in and bringing this offense to life. And then having the vision and having the plan and then having us go out there and execute it. And we got a lot of guys in the receiver room, in the running back, the whole offense. We have a lot of guys that can step in and play, not just the top guys. Like, from top to bottom, we got a really good team. And we've shown that throughout the weeks of this year. And we're just trying to keep building on that and keep going.
Well, Cody, like the way we started this interview, I'm going to end it the same way. Me and Bryan, big fans of yours, man. We're rooting for you, and we love seeing you make plays out there.
Oh, yeah. Keep
Give it up
doing
one more time for Cody White.
Thank you.